And hello there, everybody. Thormungandr here, back in the building. And oh my god, what a fantastic run that was. But don't you worry, we've got even more set up for you here. And we are back with a Black in a Flash, which is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. You can learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/baf and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. But that being said, we also have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening with Ryan Ford, and we are getting ready for a no squoob run. Now, if you're wondering what that is, well, I'll let Ryan Ford and glyphdx take that away, because I can't tell you.
All right, hello, welcome everybody. Before we explain what no scoop is, as introduced, I'm Ryan Ford, and joined here with the young Glyph over here, who's a pretty legendary runner of this game. So, you may have caught him in past GDQs, the mainline ones online, running 100% no whoop. But anyways, you want to introduce yourself then?
I'm Glyph. Speedrun lots of 2D Zelda, but mainly LADX. So yeah, hoping to just commentate and chill and have a good time.
Yeah, sir. I appreciate you joining me here too. Yeah, I was about to say. All right, would you like to do the honors for the countdown for getting the run started?
3, 2, 1, go.
All righty, here we go. So yeah, I'll also let you explain what no squoob is then.
Yeah, so no squoob. SQ stands for no save and quit. So not allowed to save and quit to kind of save backtracking time. You're also not allowed to death warp. That doesn't mean that we're not gonna die. That just means you can't die to save travel time, basically.
Yep.
You will see at least one death, hopefully only one, we'll see. I believe. Other than that, it's no wrong warping, which means no doghouse glitch if you're familiar with the doghouse glitch from the any % categories, and then no out of bounds. But for now, we're going to go ahead and grab the sword. There's a pretty cool strat here with the urchin where you can grab the sword just a little bit faster during the cutscene.
Yeah, sir. I don't know if my button mashing is coming through the mic. I hope not, but maybe.
It's intense and it's perfect. Don't even worry. It's fine. It just adds to the speed run.
I think the GDQ viewers enjoy a good controller ASMR session, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah, smashing through the text, even though it scrolls kind of slow, but hey, you gotta be optimal, right? But yeah, no.
I'm just...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, you know what? It lets me know that things are getting serious. Whenever I hear button mashing, I'm like, oh man, let me sit back and watch. Just like...
Yeah, just to be safe, I'm gonna grab that heart as well. Never done that in my life in a run, but I did take an extra unintended hit, so
so
just
here
in
in the forest, we're gonna grab a couple of things. We need some rupees to get powder from the... Or I guess we don't get powder in this run from the trendy game, but we will get a mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
So we do shrooms in this run. Don't try this at home.
Oh my lord. That caught me off guard. Yeah, yeah, we do use it both for some tricks, but also as like a trade item to get magic powder later. There is a different route where that is slightly slower on average, where you could play the trendy game to get the powder instead and skip getting this.
But doing shrooms does make it go faster in this category.
Indeed.
It's a pretty cool trick. It's RNG dependent though. You need that guy to look up. And then he's gonna try to do a damage boost to get past the pit there.
Oh, dang. All right, hopefully this
time
shot
really slow.
Yeah, I think I needed to bump him one more time, but since I had him at like the very, very top of the bush, then I had to bump him like 11 times or something. Instead
One
of
more trick here. So this is a pretty precise trick. It's a frame perfect pause, by the way. Lets you get just far enough to be able to skip this cutscene. Oh, I don't know why that didn't work.
oh my gosh, I was a frame late, I guess. That looked fine to me, but
That's fine to me too. That's weird.
I'm actually really surprised that didn't work.
Now, can I ask, because I know Japanese has less characters to its words, is that why the game is played in Japanese, to limit the amount of on-screen dialogue and speed through the game quicker?
Yep.
Yep. Then there's a really weird quirk where on the English version, there's some text boxes where you can't hit B to like skip the whole dialogue. Like it just removes that option from the game. This is stealing.
Oh, wow.
It's not a glitch.
Oh, flashing lights warning here too. I almost forgot to mention. It's kind of late though.
But it's like a handful of dialogues have the option where you can hit B to skip the whole text. This is stealing. It is a glitch. Oh, I always forget you don't steal in this category like that because you can't save and quit.
Yeah, because there's like a save and quit to so that you can kind of buy the bombs, but not actually spend the rupees. Like you confirm buying it and then save and quit on the next frame. But
I'm going to do this whole run because I'm not used to commentating no save and quit categories. So apologies in advance.
that's fair. I think this might be the first time you've like commentated this category for me, actually.
Yeah, at least for you.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, this is the first time I've hosted this category.
Fair.
So Mushroom does a really weird thing where it pushes Link down when he's on a pit, and it pushes you down far enough where you can get past pits entirely.
Yeah, because there's a what is it? Is it subpixel dependent? Like the pit walk, where you can sometimes walk in between those pit tiles and
Yeah.
make it down, but I think it's like
It is
50-50.
possible to do without Mushroom, but it's kind of random.
Yeah, I forget if it's like subpixel dependent or frame rule dependent, but I heard it's like 50-50 even if you execute it correctly to like even work. So people usually don't go for it in runs unless their run is already kind of bad early. Then they might like risk it all on that, and then just reset if it doesn't work.
Or if it's a race, then you have to go for it.
True. Always for the swag, baby. Yeah, I think I heard you talking, Thor.
Oh, sorry, I didn't come through. I was just going to say, and speaking of swag, Juneteenth does have merch. Check out the Juneteenth collection from our partners at the Yeti and Tantrum, featuring the return of Link to the Flash, cute Joy stickers and drinkware, plus Hyper Joy. All the purchases made will help Black and Flash continue to put on events you love, like Back to Black, and maybe even more HotFix. Type the Yeti and !Tantrum in chat to check out these collections, and get a link to the Flash shirt while you're at it. Just saying, gotta do the shameless Zelda plug.
Of course.
So that's one of my favorite tricks in this category. Combined that trick with the mushroom where it pushes you down to flip into the wall. And then he did another trick called a super jump where he's using the feather to basically trick the game into thinking that Link is on a ledge. Because all those wall tiles act as ledges, they have ledge properties. So he's walking off the ledge, causing a jump.
Yep, so then you can pass over some like solid tiles like walls and such.
Yeah, the game turns off Link's collision to make the illusion of depth that he's jumping over the wall, but it's just Link's collision being turned off. We call that a super jump. We'll see a lot of those this run.
Yep. And yeah, Moldorm definitely always has me on edge when I'm gonna fight him, but made quick work of him this time. Yeah, just a solid 4 hits.
He's a very excited puppy. He just wants to come up for the pets, just a bit too aggressively.
Yeah, he actually beelined straight at me too at the very start of the fight, so because you can slightly optimize that fight by using a spin slash at the start if he doesn't come straight down at you like that, but even that's pretty risky because hit detection is kind of jank for like whether your sword will hit his head or his tail. So
in the chat, Adam says they want to learn to super jump in LADX. There's really cool guides available in the speedrun Discord. Highly recommend you go look at that. It's very clear documentation.
Yep.
But one thing I want to say, it's a 1.0 exclusive trick. So if you're like trying it on your 3DS or your Switch, those are all 1.2, and you're going to get very frustrated very fast if you don't know that it actually doesn't work. It's not your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Are those like updated versions of the game?
Yeah, so they released 3 revisions of the game. And the speedrun is done on the earliest revision. There's more tricks that are exclusive to that. We'll see more of those in a bit. We'll explain them when they come up.
Oh yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, I was thinking that we already did one of them, but I forgot in this category we actually don't even do it yet. So yeah, usually it's like done before Dungeon 1, but yeah, in No Swoob, that actually comes up later. Never mind. But yeah, so I traded in the mushroom for the powder there. Because we need the powder specifically to get access inside Dungeon 2 in the first room.
Just that one room.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think we'd need it.
Yeah, and it probably would be nicer to keep the toadstool if you, if we didn't have to, like, open that door in Dungeon 2, actually.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool tricks you can do to save some time.
Yep.
Like getting to D7, I think there's a way you can like do a cool trick to skip a bunch of screens, but
I wanted that fairy. It's okay. So yeah, we get the good boy, the best boy, as some might say. Speedrunners generally hate him. Casuals love him.
It doesn't matter which language you're using. Japanese is fastest just for text, but all the glitches will work in all the versions.
Yep.
I guess you could say this boy is really chomping at the bit. I'm sorry, I'll see myself out now.
Oh my gosh. You actually gave me really good RNG eating the plant.
Yeah, Bow Wow can just like sit there forever.
Yeah, like legit like
Sometimes.
20 plus seconds sometimes. Like and you're like, well, time to reset, maybe.
So one thing about saving Bow Wow, normally you would return him after this dungeon. We don't.
Yep.
It's slow.
Wow.
So we're just gonna have Bow Wow the rest of the run.
Yeah.
Just like the Yoshi and the Super Mario World run. Just forgotten about Bow Wow. Can we see F's in chat for Bow Wow? Just wow.
Yeah, he gets to see
It's just
he gets
an
to see the world
extended
a little more. He'll see more of the world rather than being stuck at home.
So since we're talking
with us.
about Bow Wow, one thing to explain, Bow Wow will eat a lot of enemies randomly, and that actually causes problems in this run specifically. One thing you'll notice when you're playing casually, that you'll get sometimes these drops, piece of powers or acorns. Those drops are determined by how many kills you have, how many enemies you've killed since your last save and quit. Since we don't save and quit in this game,
All right, we're fine.
in this category, then you have the opportunity to grab like that piece of power there. A lot
Yeah,
more
this is really late, but I finally
categories.
got it.
So you
I
try
knew
to
I was
time
behind
it.
on kills.
You generally speaking try to time it. You count your kills and route your kills specifically to try to get the piece of power to drop in dungeons because it increases Link's movement speed. But Bow Wow can kind of mess that up sometimes because he'll eat enemies that you don't necessarily want him to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Which will come up in a couple dungeons from now, most likely. Oh, I should have.
So can I ask,
Yeah.
what is that menuing that you're doing whenever that Japanese menu pops up? What is that?
Oh, right. So, okay, despite not being allowed to like save warp with save and quits, whenever opening up a chest, I open the save and quit menu to save roughly about 8 frames when you open up a chest to skip the text for
wow.
the item that it's telling you that you got in the chest.
Thank you.
Hey, no
Those
problem.
8 frames add up with however many chests there are in this run.
Yep. So yeah, stuff like getting a key or like the boss key or a new item and stuff like that, then yeah, generally just skipping that text.
I think anything with one text box is technically faster to watch the text, but I think pretty much everyone is kind of just muscle memory does it anyway.
Yeah, like I didn't skip the text for when I opened the chest with the 50 rupees in that cave before I got the mushroom. And that one I didn't skip the text because it's a little faster to just mash through the text instead. Since it has only one text box in it. Or, sorry, one line of text.
Is it weird that I always thought those statues looked like teddy bears as a kid?
I'm gonna say yes, to be honest with you. Just keeping it real.
Like they do. They do. I'm sorry, chat. I make no apologies.
Yeah, I think I was used to seeing that, you know that Cyclops enemy in Majora's Mask in like Stone Tower Temple? Then
Goma?
not Goma, but
Maybe?
I forgot the name of that
I'm
enemy
with
though.
you, Ryan. I know it's definitely.
Yeah, it's like the blue
what I
guys
see
that
too.
like the blue guys that like shoot lasers. Not the
Okay,
Beamos,
so-
but like the other.
Chat is validating you, Thor. So I apologize. I guess you're not weird.
Thank you. You know what? I am weird. Okay, I am here hosting for a category called Squoob. I will take the weird tag proudly.
Oh my gosh. In this category, I didn't want Bow Wow to eat that second enemy, but it should be fine still.
Now, speaking of eating things, if Squoob was a food, what would it taste like?
Ew. It sounds squishy to me, but or like gelatinous or something.
Maybe boba.
You know,
Big boba?
Yeah. Got just a big boba ball.
Champrel definitely said it would be like it would be sweet like a jam. So you know, I think you're onto something.
I wonder. Squoob. I wonder if in some kind of like some country that we like maybe we like don't know about like a food that has that name or something. I doubt it, but like
It's probably in Ohio, real talk.
So here,
alright, Glyph.
I'm from Ohio.
That's Glyph.
Hey,
That's Glyph's
same.
territory. I guess.
Let's go. So there you saw Ryan put the key in from the back. The game doesn't actually care that you put it in the keyhole. It just cares that you're facing the right direction. So as long as you're touching that tile, just let it in.
Yep. And something that may have looked like out of bounds earlier, I did what's called a villa skip to get entry to the Richard's Villa without having to go to Candlelit Castle to gather the 5 was it golden leaves? I'm like forgetting now. I haven't gone there in so long. It's leaves, right?
Yeah, you need 5 leaves in the castle, but you can skip all that.
Yeah, so we skipped the whole like area and like a bit of like trade sequence as well. By
Yeah, so the out of bounds rule is that you're allowed to. Oh, here's a pretty cool super jump, clinking off the Dodongo. You can soft luck there. Just scary.
yeah, and the only way out is to save quit, but I'm not allowed to save quit in this category, so it'd be bad to mess that up.
And here's a really cool trick. Call this the French press.
What?
Yeah.
Hey. Finally got it on console.
So one of the out of bounds rules is that you're not allowed to screen transition while you're on a solid tile. The pit tile is not solid, fun fact. So you're allowed to transition on it.
So when you say solid tile, that to me just means a static tile that never changes what it is.
It just
Or
means
you can't go through.
yeah, just like a wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
like walls, trees, like stuff like that.
That way
You normally
stand
can't,
on normally, yeah. Or if you stand on them somehow, Link is like stuck and can't move.
Yeah, like those kind of tiles or solid tiles.
Versus walkable.
What are these Mario enemies doing in my Zelda game?
It's a fever dream. Link has clearly been playing some Mario games before going to bed.
Obviously. Obviously. I mean, Mario was in our house at the beginning of this, so, you know, I guess there's that.
Also true. Yeah, Terran. Yeah, we actually like skipped saving him in the forest too, because I didn't have the magic powder and I did that the Moblin boost to get around him without
Well,
actually.
Bowser, I guess you win this time.
Ryan, pop quiz, was that mitosis or meiosis?
You got me.
Powerhouse of the cell?
Is it mitosis when they split? I actually forget.
Oh, I don't know either. I just know the 2 words.
Oh my gosh. Because yeah, basically we're talking about Slime Eye, like that boss that I just fought. Like I was splitting him up from slashing him with my sword, and then boots dashing into him afterwards to like split it into 2. But
So I was gonna say, to be the nerd, mitosis is the one I believe that creates 2 identical cells of some type. So I believe that's the one you're thinking of.
okay, so it's mitosis. Thank you.
There we go. Science. You learned something new today.
There is a weird mechanic with that fight where because I had the piece of power, there's like an extra knockback effect with your sword that gives enemies that it doesn't kill, it gives them extra iframes as well. So then sometimes that boss won't split when you hit him if like the frame rule's checking for him to start like regenerating and like coming back together during those iframes. So it's like kind of jank. Like the last marathon I ran for it, like I hit him like 5 times without him splitting at first. So
Oh no.
yeah, it can just kind of waste your time and like troll you a little.
Nice boot strats.
Thank you.
So if you get stunned while you're using your boots, you start running in place, which is a pretty cool glitch. You can do that with the shovel too.
Yeah.
To try at home, really easy to do.
Yep. So when he did that, when he jumped and like stomped the ground, then when I got stunned there, then yeah, it causes that infinite boots glitch to happen. So
Here, Ryan,
the boots.
We love it.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say here, Ryan wants to try to get as many arrows as possible, and it's kind of random if Bao decides to eat or not.
Yeah. I'm also trying to sometimes duplicate getting arrow drops by holding my shield out when it falls on me, and if Link collects both at the same time on the same frame, then or collects it with both his like shield, or you can hold out your sword as well. And if it touches both his sword or shield and his body, all on the same frame, then it'll collect it twice. So we need it for the end game.
So that was a Jesus jump. Basically, if you pause on the same frame that, whoops, Zorlax, shoutouts. Basically, if you pause on the same frame that you land in water, you can do other actions out of it. Like you can jump, or you can screen transition.
Wow, that's incredible. I never knew that.
Also, Bao just ate that cutscene.
I love how silly that sounds.
It's what happened. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, so you can like manipulate him to eat ideally 2 of the cutscenes for spawning dungeons in this run.
Cutscenes are stored as an entity, kind of. It's a little bit complicated, but
I just imagine there are characters there and he eats them before the cutscene happens, and Link just watches in horror but doesn't say anything because they're terrified.
It gave me a health drop, which is nice.
the cutscene can drop hearts.
Yep.
You know what? That makes that extra dark. Never mind. I stand by what I said.
Oh, shoot. I only had 1 arrow left and missed the shot, so I had to equip my sword to hit the mini Moldorm. It's a little troll. But yeah, since they move so erratically, it's kind of hard to aim your shots sometimes.
A troll dorm, if you will.
Yup. As we call them. Yeah, and I've got the level 2 bracelet that we also call the bracelets a croissant because, well, you can probably tell from looking at it. So I got
Croissant.
So you said it all French like properly and stuff.
Level 2 bracelet also picks up pots and rocks slightly faster.
Yep. I think same with when you have piece of power as well.
Yes.
Dude.
Or
but yeah, they don't stack though as well.
If you have Red Tunic, you also get that same speed boost.
Yeah, as well. But yeah, they all don't stack though, unfortunately. So like, one of them gives you the increased speed, and then it doesn't increase further after that.
See, games like this make me really glad that YouTube is around now, because I know I could complete this as a kid, but I definitely couldn't do it today without a guide. And speaking of being glad that YouTube is around, did you know that you can catch up on past HotFix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on youtube.com/gamesdonequick? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ and catch peeps like Ryan Ford's replays so you can learn from their strats and maybe do a little bit of your own Legend of Zelda speedrunning.
Hey, I definitely recommend this game, but here, talk about horse heads real quick. While we're here.
They're awful.
Yeah, third try. That's all right.
Bad. 50% chance on each throw, so it's a 1 in 4 chance that you get it. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, the Shaq jump. You're probably better at understanding why that works, like the Shaq jump, so I'll let you cover that.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
All right, never mind then.
Basically, if you're against a interactable object like that key block, for some reason you can super jump off of it when you're not like well clipped.
Yeah, the unclipped super jump. Yeah, which is really weird, but
this boss's hitbox is there before he even spawns. You can get a quick 3 hits in. There's only 2 left during the actual fight.
Yep.
It's pretty similar to an Oracle of Seasons. Oracle of Seasons, people think it's like the same engine. It's completely rebuilt. It's not like, it's just similar graphics.
Yeah,
but there's
exactly.
actually a similar glitch. Like they made the same mistake in Oracle of Seasons with that boss.
Yep. you can like, the first time you encounter him in that game, you can even like kill him without even like starting the fight. It's kind of fun.
I think the one thing I remember about some of these dungeons, especially if you were playing this back on the Game Boy back in the day, is how hard it was to see what was going on some of these screens. Because back then, kids, before the smartphones and the backlights and the DSs, we didn't have backlit screens. We had to play by like street light or sun, that thing that's in the
Or
sky.
you'd get that little clip that went on top of your screen and then like...
Oh, the worm lights.
Yeah.
The worm lights.
Oh my gosh, that's this is taking me back. Dating myself right now.
So you're definitely supposed to have flippers at this point in the game. You're not supposed to be doing D6 after Dungeon 3. So you have to do a bunch of these Jesus jumps to get out of the dungeon.
Yeah, that
was really good.
Okay.
Those can be really difficult.
Yeah, that was probably like about average, I think.
It was marathon good.
Yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, every extra pause you have to do loses roughly 2 seconds. So you'd ideally like to pause like 1 frame before you, or on the same frame that you touch the water, so that you only have to pause once. But yeah, it's usually like pretty tough to do consistently, because if you're late, then you just drown and then you waste time because of that.
Here's that other 1.0 exclusive glitch we were talking about. This is a bomb trigger. Essentially, you're only supposed to be able to place 1 bomb at a time, but by either dropping them quickly in pits or by placing them during a screen transition, the game actually lets you place 2 bombs, which kind of overflows to a spot in memory that deals with cutscenes. So you can activate that cutscene before even, like, without actually having Marin with you.
Yep. And then
there it's really tricky because you get locked in the cutscene state if you don't do it properly, and you can soft lock.
Yeah, so that's why I had to leave the screen and then come back after the text box after the walrus fell in the water.
And then Brian had to walk in and out of that room because he couldn't use any of his items because he was still kind of in a semi-cutscene state.
Yep. Even like start and select also like don't work either. So I wouldn't have been able to attack this boss or anything like that. So I had to go in and out of that cave. Some other categories, we end up like no whoop. We end up taking a death on purpose after the walrus skip to save warp. But yeah, in this category you can just go like in and out of that cave to fix your state. Oh, also, the reason that we completed Dungeon 6 before Dungeon 4, despite it like would have been advantageous to have the flippers. After you beat Dungeon 4, when you go down to like the southern half of the world map, then a ghost will appear, and you have to do a side quest to like bring him to his house, then bring him to his grave, and you can't what's it called? All right, I'm gonna give up on this trick. No, actually, I'm gonna go one more time. All right, one more. Okay.
The tried and true, just one more.
That was faster. Save time.
It saved so little time that it was like definitely not worth it. Oh, jeez.
And you have to do 2 of them in this route.
Yep. We call the French bonks or le bonks. But yeah, so yeah, that ghost appears after you beat Dungeon 4, unless if you get the level 2 bracelet. So that's why we go to Dungeon 6 before Dungeon 4. And then yeah, we don't have to do that side quest because you're not able to enter any dungeons while that ghost is with you. Like he'll give you some kind of text box, like telling you where he wants you to bring him. So in pretty much every category except for Hundo, then we always avoid doing that side quest.
Yeah, the only reason you have to do it in Hundo is because there's a picture by his grave you have to get.
Yep. Yeah, so in every other category, we always avoid it in some way. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh wow, I lost almost half my health because failing the French press. I mean the French bonks.
The French bonks. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there was a lot of French runners for this game, so that were also like around the top of the leaderboards for a long time. So it's a lot of like French like innovators for this. So we mean
it's always.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I feel like there's a lot of like people who really investigate these glitches in the Zelda series that are French, and I've met quite a few of them through the communities, but it's just wild to think how many of them from that part, and I wonder what it is that really gets them involved with this game.
Yeah, it's true, because yeah, like Ocarina of Time definitely has a lot of like involvement. Majora's Mask as well. Link to the Past had. Huh, I also wonder that now. that you actually pointed that out.
Well, Chad, if you know, be sure to let us know, because now I'm curious.
This is a pretty cool Jesus jump here to clip into the cracked block to be able to push the other one. Saves the bomb and an arrow.
Yep. If you get it frame perfect on frame perfect Jesus jump, you also save 1 second, but since I was 1 frame early, I lost 1 second. But still saved ammo though, which is nice.
Yeah, it makes it worth it to go for it overall usually.
Yep. Even if you're off by a frame. Because yeah, I feel like usually for most Jesus jumps, I'm usually at worst like early by 2 frames, like more often than not.
Resource management is pretty critical in a lot of these categories.
Yep.
So bombs and arrows I like to manage very carefully.
Yep. Skip the whole mini boss getting the flippers there by going in on the wrong side.
Are there any resources that if you are not careful with can absolutely end your run?
Not like Ocarina of Time 100%, you can't finish the run kind of end your run, but yeah.
Yeah.
See, absolutely. Now I'm curious.
On the final boss, if I run out of arrows, that could kill the run potentially. But
oh wow.
For I think that's the only one where you're like actually boned, right? Usually there's like backups and stuff in like other places.
Yeah, I guess you need an arrow to get a key in D8.
Oh yeah, also true.
So if you're like out of arrows, I guess there's a refill on the screen below, but
yeah, like there's always like extra items that you can grab. That's like, it might cost you like 5 seconds or something like that.
You can actually use bombs for the final boss as well for Nightmare, but it's like usually they're really low in bombs at that point in the run, just the way the resources work out. And then the bombs only do 1 hit of damage. It's random whether or not you'll actually hit with them. You can't really time it with any sort of consistency. And you need to hit him 16 times, so it's not really an option usually, unless he has like 1 hit left.
No.
If he has like
Yeah.
one hit left and you have bombs and you can go for it, but it's usually you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, most of the time.
Wild.
Oh my gosh, my brain was thinking about no woo, but I was almost gonna go to Dungeon 6. Or
That's gotta be one of the hard things, is keeping all these categories to what they are, because you know a lot of these different categories for this game in particular, don't you?
yeah, a decent amount.
Yeah, and they're so
Hundo no
similar. Like they're just kind of bits and pieces rearranged in different order. So it's so easy to just kind of autopilot.
Yup. Like any percent no woob versus no squoob is like pretty similar, but then like for example, we would finish off Dungeon 2 last in that other category, whereas I finished it in one visit in this category. So there are some differences too.
Now, can I ask, how many hours would you estimate that you have in this game as a whole, learning these runs and just playing in general? How many hours do you think you have?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh my gosh, I've had to do so many like de-rusts for marathons, so it's like definitely more than I think, but like in total, I used to be good at keeping track of this before, but when I first learned this game in 2020, then we had a tournament that was like happening 3 weeks after I learned the run, and I played like 47 days in like almost 50 days straight. I played like 47 out of like 50 consecutive days in a row. So like
COVID was crazy, yeah.
Yeah, a month and a half.
Wait. Days. So how many hours were you playing a day?
It was ranging probably like 4 to 6 hours per day.
Oh my god.
It was a lot. Sometimes if it was like just the tournament match, I would do like one practice run and then the actual match. But my PB for that category, because it was Hundo no Whoop as well, which is my PB was like around an hour and a half at that time. So yeah, hour and a half times 2. So
That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I can't even imagine getting started on that, let alone working through that. Oh my goodness.
yeah, I was looking through actually not that long ago. I was looking through my live splits for all the games I run. I was looking through what how many hours I had like per category, and then I think for any percent no woob and Hundo no woob, it was combined like I think like 21 hours between both on according to live split anyway.
That doesn't include any practicing.
Yeah, exactly.
Runs.
So like not like practicing and like learning the run as well.
You know, I think that's even more impressive because that's way less than I would have thought. Like 21 hours is way less than I would have thought to learn.
Sorry. I said 21 hours. I meant to say 21 days. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I actually misspoke.
Never mind.
Holy. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, well, like,
Somewhere between those
correction,
two, you know.
Yeah, my mistake. Holy moly. I like actually misspoke.
I mean, to be fair, you are doing a squoob.
Right?
His brain is a little screwed right now. Don't worry about it.
Hey, first try.
See, it's a noun, it's a verb, it's a squoob.
Right? Yeah, so normally you're supposed to have the hook shot, which is this dungeon's item, to pull out a bridge that was on the bottom of the screen. And then, yeah, you can walk across the bridge to get the nightmare key, like the boss key. But was able to do a 4-tile dash jump with the boots. To skip having to backtrack to here after I get the hook shot.
One of the things that like the game didn't do a very good job of like controlling how far you can dash, because you can dash way further than the developers intended you to, but it's just like built in. But then when they went and made Link's Awakening for the Switch, they realized, oh, we need to really kind of control this, and they made like just normal regular 3-tile dash jumps like really hard.
Yep.
Because they shortened it so much.
So this is really bad because I don't have any arrows. Oh my gosh.
School.
This is gonna be really, really slow. Because I also forgot to like pull a bomb out to throw at him. At the
So good.
I forgot to throw a bomb like preemptively too at the start of the fight, so I just wasted more time too. It's okay.
And that's all right. Like, he's not going to survive this round. I'll tell you that. Or didn't survive this round.
Yup.
This is one of those dungeons where there's a lot of backtracking and going back and forth, and saving and quitting really saves time.
And speaking of going back and forth, if you're just popping on in, you're watching Black in a Flash's summer speedrunning celebration. Go on.
Oh, pardon? Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just like chasing an enemy down and I was like, come here. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
But yeah, you for everybody who's just coming on in, you're watching Black in a Flash's summer speedrunning celebration day for Juneteenth. Type !Juneteenth in chat for the full schedule and visit gdq.gg/BAF or visit Blue Sky to learn how you can get involved with a Black in a Flash community. And thanks for tuning in for Ryan Ford's Squoob Run.
Ooh, this is not good. I wanted to get hit to lose my piece of power, but now this boss is going to come down to RNG because I unintentionally killed that enemy that when I clipped through the block with the hook shot. But
one of the side effects of piece of power is that it has this like knockback effect, but that knockback effect also increases enemies' hit stun, which makes the fight harder.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, my piece of power ran out? What the? I thought it doesn't run out during like this boss room, because I swear that whenever I've tried to get, maybe the tail doesn't cause it to happen? I have no idea. So I got hit by his head this time, maybe that's why. Huh, I just learned something.
We're all learning today, like what mitosis is.
Yup. Because usually the issue with that is like, when you get hit by his tail, it will make your piece of power won't run out. But okay, that works. But anyway, so that boss, the reason that you don't want to have piece of power is so what Glyph explained. Plus, so the boss always takes 8 hits to kill, no matter what your sword strength is. So the extra iframes makes it so that if he spawns on like the close side to you from the wall, then it's usually like really hard or maybe not even possible to get like 4 hits in, and you want to do like 4 and 4 or like 5 and 3. So the extra iframes like makes it essentially become RNG whether you'll be able to 2-cycle or not, whereas without the piece of power it's like pretty guaranteed that you'll get it as long as you don't mess up.
I just can't get over little Chomp just eating things along the path. Like, you were being warped right there, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna catch a bite to eat real quick." Like, literally.
Yeah, even while I'm like falling in the warp, he's still like,
"There's always time to get a bite to eat."
He's still always just snacking. Oh, there is a mechanic I forgot to point out. Back when I got the feather in Dungeon 1, so with Link's movement speed, he moves a little bit slower when you're walking diagonally compared to cardinal directions. So, but then when you jump with your feather, you move at the same speed as cardinal when you're jumping diagonally as well. So if you have the feather equipped and you're needing to move diagonal, then you want to be jumping to save a small bit of time throughout the run.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's because of, if everyone remembers, Pythagoras and the hypotenuse.
Oh, my good old middle school days.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It takes me back.
So
Yeah,
when you're moving diagonally, you're moving on like a hypotenuse, so the developers have to slow you down to make you move at the same relative speed of 1 pixel per frame. So these are hookshot jumps. They are frame perfect. That was really good. And if you miss one and you fall, you go all the way back down to the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
falling down this pit on purpose, because yeah, you end up falling out here if you fall in those pits. So it
So like that's a run ender, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah, so it loses probably like close to half a minute if you fall.
Yeah, 30 seconds,
oh my
35
God.
seconds. So Ryan did a safe method by using the pause menu to look for the right frame. But you'll see top runners all the time. Just do it unbuffered. Just hit the button on the right frame twice.
Yeah, I was practicing it again lately, but I'm like, like I'll sometimes get it unbuffered, but like not like comfortable trying it right now. I gotta put in some more work on it. What also can happen sometimes is that if you take too long, like Bow Wow might also get in your way, and you block your hook shot like how he did right there when I shot it like 5 times. So
Bow Wow starts getting a little bit hungry.
yep.
You know.
Yeah, just covering over the hook shot, and then it'll tink off of him. So yeah, then makes it either hard or just like not possible to like react to doing the hook shot jump. Hey, you ate this cutscene too. So I had to leave the screen and re-enter so that the dungeons actually spawned. But yeah, otherwise the cutscenes, like the tower will like spin around and like show the entrance and the stairs.
Now, is there any place in the game where you can get soft locked because of a cutscene being missed? Like, I imagine you wouldn't do it on your route, but is there any place where you can get soft locked as a result of cutscenes being eaten?
I don't think eaten, unless if Glyph knows. He's my
Those are the only
encyclopedia.
2 eatable cutscenes I'm aware of.
Yeah, because the one when I did the bomb trigger for the walrus skip, that one, yeah, if you don't leave the screen like after the walrus skip happens, then you'll get soft locked there, but it's not as a result from like eating the cutscene though. But
So a lot of people really hate this dungeon because of these pillars. But Ryan can just skip them all with bomb triggers. Makes it really easy.
yeah, I kind of destroyed this dungeon because of that. It yeah, I got almost all of them frame perfect except I missed the last one though.
So Glyph, would you say that this is the most hated dungeon in this run?
I would say it's polarizing. Some people love it. I actually think it's really good dungeon design, but I see a lot of people are like,
No!
whoops.
But yeah, sorry, as you're saying.
I see like a lot of people are like, I hated this dungeon as a kid. I did look up a guide. I had whatever. I couldn't figure it out. And then others were like, this is the best dungeon in all of Zelda. It's polarizing.
Yeah, it's like really common to hear, like how much people hate this dungeon. Oh, I was
I think
gifted
this
such
one
good
definitely
RNG,
gave
but
me
I chose.
issues.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, I definitely think this gave me issues as a kid.
It's weird because like every other dungeon in this game is kind of really easy to figure out. Then this one is just like hard mode for no reason.
All right, I hope this works. Oh my
I think
gosh.
you need one more pause.
Yeah, I've been
You see, like,
struggling with this lately. Whenever
You see the whites on Link here, like the frame
Okay.
where he's white. You'll that one will work.
yeah, so I got some pausing too early then.
Yeah. So just do like another pause and you'll be good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I always
Mid-run coaching.
lately. Sorry, what?
Some mid-run coaching.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
for the
should work, I hope, but no. I think I'm like pressing down too late before pausing or something. But
Yeah, this is one of those tricks where it's like, oh, it's really easy. I'm doing it every time, and then you just forget how to do it, and you can't do it anymore.
yeah, like yeah, so it's been a thing happening lately where I've decided that decided that I would not practice this game on my GBA SP anymore because stuff involving pause buffers and super jumps, I often have been messing up a lot because okay. Yeah, because of like the difference of like me using a SNES controller for my actual runs like I am right now versus GBA SP. So I commonly have been messing up this and like French presses in particular. The French press in Dungeon 3, which I happen to get this time. In Dungeon 3 in this run, but I've been missing it often because I think I've been just practicing too much on my GBSP instead of on my Game Boy player.
This is another run killer.
Oh my god, I don't know why it's not working.
It's a pretty difficult super jump. It's like really precise and you have to line yourself up crystal perfect. But then you also need a 1 in 4 chance that the Goomba will move right.
Yeah, I have no idea why I just can't super jump when when it matters. Oh shoot.
It's also a more difficult variant of the super jump because you need to make sure Link goes facing forward the whole time.
Yeah.
Which just makes the inputs more awkward.
So you have to do, naked super jump, as we call it. Because a lot of super jumps, like I'd usually been using Link's sword or like, or shooting an arrow or something. While facing towards the wall, and then I like face down and like, or face away from the wall and like swing his sword or shoot an arrow or something. But
yeah,
thank you
there
for.
There we go. Nice.
I couldn't tell you what I.
Let's see some GGs.
Couldn't tell you what I did different, like between that time and like the 50 other times it didn't work. So
yeah,
sometimes
when you go
sorry,
go ahead.
I'll just say this. Sometimes like it's definitely a thing with speedrunning that happens where it's like it can be frustrating like that if you fail a trick but you like don't know why and like then it works without like really changing anything. Oh, I messed up here. My bad.
You should take your own bombs, I think.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna grab the safety ones as well later too.
Yeah. So in other categories, we fight this boss a little bit differently. Essentially, you can use like arrows or hookshot or whatever to wrap around the screen to kill him when he flies above during his in-between phases. But for whatever reason, if you had visited certain screens, like screens with warps on them, warp tiles, there's like an invisible wall that goes up there and blocks you from doing that, and we're not really sure why. But saving and quitting gets rid of that wall.
Yeah.
Which you can't do in this category.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you catch my run for SGDQ, you'll see that category. Any percent no whoop. So you'll see that trick.
It's no squoob without the squaw.
And speaking of the squoob and catching up on some of these runs, did you all know that GDQ has a YouTube channel where you can catch up on the past HotFix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with GDQ and awesome runs like this.
Thank you. And I think there's like not a lot going on in this part of the run yet. Oh, there's this skip coming up.
No one look. Close your eyes.
I didn't see anything. I saw nothing.
She's fine. She's fine. She got herself up there somehow.
I'm surprised Chumps didn't eat her.
She got herself up there. She can get herself down.
Yeah, so she was screaming for Link to help her, because she got put up there. And normally you're supposed to use the hook shot and like grab her to pull her across the bridge, but yeah, if you do a dash jump with your boots, you can go under her and not talk to her. Because saves about 40 seconds. Because you'll have like a cutscene like talking to her, and then her dad will come and like talk to both of you, and then they'll leave, and then the owl comes and talks to you. So it's pretty long.
We actually skipped getting the mirror shield if you were paying attention. In D7, you don't need it. That's the only thing it does in this run is to get past those flames, but you can just kind of clip past them pretty easily. Like you might have done it by accident casually. It's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Also, this boss fight is really difficult. Hopefully Ryan gets it first try. Okay, good.
Phew. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. But yeah, I guess there was a lot to break down for that skip, eh?
We'll just let the viewers speculate.
You know?
Yeah, because we got another trick coming up.
So
it's fine.
This is a pretty cool trick. Basically, if you press with hookshot on B, if you press hookshot and feather in the same frame, you get like a speed boost for some reason, it's really weird. It's enough to get you to clip past the key block. We call it a book shot.
Oh, wow.
Because hook shot's on B.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it pulls Link in like twice as fast, and you have like just enough to like clip through the key block without needing or using a key. It's weird. You grab that fairy just in case. Oh my gosh, I think oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say they're just keeping you on your toes. That's all. You know. Yep.
But yeah, the last time I did a marathon run, I invalidated it there by saving quitting after grabbing the magic rod there. So just wanted to like make sure I didn't do that this time. So can grab these safety
so
items.
Little time.
Yeah, that too, right? Unfortunately, because I'm doing this though, I don't get to show off a cool trick called lava swim. Because
man, you know that's a warm swim.
all pun intended. Yeah, so I wanted to grab those safety items because my bombs were pretty low, and I guess my arrows were like just high enough, but I guess I'll have extras for marathon safety now.
I know on a hot day like today, a lot of us might want to go swimming, but I would not recommend the lava swim.
Maybe in the winter.
Maybe.
So
you know,
this is Roomba Room. This is a Roomba, and I hope I'm not ruining any future Roomba sponsorships for GDQ. But we just got a Roomba at our apartment, and it's not as good as this one. They're pretty stupid.
Yeah, so the rolling rock that we push, I don't know why. I don't know how that looks like a rock, but the hint says that like to push the rolling rock to fill out the room or something like that. So we get the boss key by doing it by filling out the room. So
who knew? Legend of Zelda predicting future e-commerce 20 years before it happened.
So a lot of people might have been very confused by this boss fight because it's really easy. And you're right to be confused. It's just a weird fight.
Dang, I messed up everything in this fight.
Almost got the cutscene skip. That would have been hype.
Yeah, when I open the save quit menu, if you open the menu on the same frame that you get the kill shot on him, then also there's this thing here.
Close your eyes.
Not meant for Twitch.
I think we just ruined all future GDQ sponsorships, actually.
And but yeah, so with Hothead, if you open the save quit menu in the same frame that you kill him, then you'll skip all of his text. It saves about 3 seconds, but yeah, this boss is weird because there's like certain sections of the room and certain parts of the fight where he'll get hit and like he'll make the sound like he took damage, but it won't actually count for damage. So what should have been my second last hit didn't count, so I paused when I hit what I thought was going to be the final hit, but he still had one more health left. Yeah, very weird boss.
And at this point, you got all the instruments, so you're about to have a jamboree, right? Top of this mountain.
Yep.
But we're not allowed to talk during it, or else the YouTube comments will get mad at us.
Oh no. So you're saying if I talk right here, they'll get mad, right?
They'll be fuming.
All right, I guess all ears for the national anthem.
The national anthem. I'm sorry, YouTube comments.
You're good. Yeah, I've got about, what is it, like half a minute of downtime for this song playing. But yeah, I guess Glyph, if you want to break down the the stuff that's about to happen at the end, because there's a ton that's about to happen.
So there's a lot that's about to happen for sure. Basically, the first thing we're going to do is the egg maze. Normally, you need to get the lens, which you get the lens by doing the trading side quest, to be able to read the book that gives you the pattern, which is random every time. Turns out, if you don't read the book, it's the same. It's consistent. It's LaRue.
I had a feeling people said that sometimes.
Yeah, LaRue.
I've never actually heard it, but yeah. So left, up, right, up, left, up.
After that, Brian is going to drop bombs very fast into the pit that he's about to drop into, and that activates a bomb trigger, which skips the cutscene. And now, normally you need to use powder to kill this boss, but for whatever reason, if you line up just right with your sword, you can just kill him in one hit. But it's random whether it works or not. It's weird. I don't really get it. It's random whether it works or not, unless you do this manipulation by placing a bomb. It's weird RNG. Next, Ryan is going to attempt to do a RNG manipulation with Aghanim. Normally, the first two are guaranteed, and then after that, it's random whether he shoots energy balls or blue balls. But by using a app and positioning his movements very carefully, you can always get energy balls, but it's pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, I failed the manip, so.
Now it's random.
Yeah, sir.
There we go. Okay, one more.
Yeah, so it loses about 8 seconds per extra blue ball, but I would have been able to manip him to not shoot any instead of that one that he got.
This boss, you can do a stun lock to just keep flashing your sword and he won't move.
Oh, he's still alive? Oh my god. It was actually one hit short. That's funny. And then, yeah, Ganon phase here. We've got, was it 12 hits with boots dashes or spin slashes? Boots dashing
I
is
don't
fast.
count. I do it by vibes.
Just by vibes, just like wait for him to die.
Just by vibes, that's wild.
And then, yeah, Shadow Lomola, which, yeah, one spin slash defeats him. So
Yeah, and then this is Death Eye. He takes 16 arrow hits. He opens up his eyes on random intervals. Sometimes he'll just be closing his eye forever. This is a really good pattern. Oh, it's really good.
oh my gosh.
4. Wow, that was a perfect pattern. That was insane.
That was insane luck.
That was
I'm
literally
guessing that doesn't
a
happen.
perfect Death Eye. Yeah,
Very
it's pretty
rare.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
also
very rare and not easy. Time is coming up when the screen fades to white completely after the stairs.
and time.
Yes.
And wow, what an incredible run. Ascending the stairs to the great fish in the sky. Ryan, that was an absolutely incredible run and some absolutely incredible commentary from glyphdx. I gotta know what you're working on next, because I mean, if 21 days of learning a speed run for a game and putting on wonderful runs for stuff like this wonderful Juneteenth celebration is what you've been working on, I need to know, what are you working on next? Where can people find you? And where can they laugh along with your fantastic runs?
Hey.
And yeah, tell us where they can find you in Glyph.
Thanks. Well, yeah, I guess to clarify a bit on that, yeah, like I learned this run like 5 years ago, so it's like, yeah, so it's already like what 21 days over like over a 5 year span. So of yeah, I've been jumping around between games a lot, so like, you know, it's kind of hard to juggle all of them. But yeah, if you want to shoot me a follow, I'm at Ryan_Ford522 on pretty much all the socials. And yeah, I've been, oh my gosh, even like recently I've been like jumping between games a lot, because been participating for a bunch of events. Like as you saw, I did like 2 runs for even this Juneteenth celebration even. So definitely bouncing around games a lot, but Super Metroid has been one I've been running lately a lot. Been running this game because I have a run in for SGDQ on was it July 7th? It'll be around like in that time zone. I think it's like 7:50, a bit before 8 p.m. Central time. So Definitely working on this game as well. Another GDQ HotFix show on Wednesday for this game for any % no move as well. So got to practice up for that. Then But anyway, that's a long ramble. But again, thank you, Glyph, as well for joining in on comms. If you want to plug yourself a little bit, by all means.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, Ryan. Appreciate it. You can follow me on glyphdx on Twitch and glyphdx _ on Twitter if you want to. I will be streaming just random 2D Zeldas like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Link's Awakening DX, all that kind of stuff. Periodically, sometimes I'll have like 6-month hiatus and then come back and like stream every day. We'll see what happens. You might catch some Super Smash Bros. Melee local tournaments. I'll be streaming those sometimes. But other than that, shoot me a follow if you're interested in any of that stuff. And then on Wednesday, for sure. Another GDQ run if you want to see the no save and quit, or the save and quit version of this category.
Yeah, you're also commentating for me for the Wednesday run too, so so we'll be back Wednesday evening. All right, peace out, everybody.
I guess I'll see you at SGDQ, and to everybody who's here, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us, but don't go anywhere just yet. We're not done yet, and thank you to everyone for supporting GDQ HotFix with your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits. Your contributions help keep our shows running. If you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. You can also always support the stream by sharing Games Done Quick channel with your friends. And everybody, we'll be back after these messages. See you in a few.